Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. Yesterday was our big fishing day and the biggest curb stomp in the history of fishing days, and it also just so happened to be Egbert's just big day. Today, it is a lazy Sunday morning, but not to worry, there are still plenty of things we have yet to see, and we are going to see lots of them today. So, I'm here on the title screen as I want to show the startup process a little bit as something has changed. Let's say that maybe you've been back playing for a week now, or maybe you've been watching me play, but you're not really sure that you want to go back to your old town, or maybe you're just not feeling your old town. Don't worry, I know exactly how you feel. What? I mean my personal town of Leafside. Honestly, when this update came out and I was playing Leafside again, I was like, I don't want to play this. All my memories are in Palette, and I wish I could be playing that instead. I don't remember what I was even doing in this game. So, I understand how you feel completely. Even though all your animals will still be there when you install the update and nothing will be changed, you won't have weeds or anything like that, maybe you want to recreate your town. Okay, the town will be, wait, what? You can't be serious. I mean, rebuild the town? That means Palette will be totally gone. Is that what you really want? All the bells you've earned, all of your furniture, it will all be lost. And those who live in this town, all gone. Are you sure about this? This is absolutely positively what you really, really want. Well, I'll tell you what I really, really want. This is what I really, really want. No, it's not what I really, really want. This has changed a little bit, and pardon my English, but I do not have the balls to say that this is what I want. I am afraid of clicking the wrong option going up here to show you this new feature, so instead, I'm just gonna talk about it with some B-roll footage. If you do not want to pick up back where you left off, you can sell ownership of your town to Tom Nook for an appraised amount of bells depending on how much work was put into your old town. The town must have been created at least 50 days ago and been played for at least 50 hours to receive the option to do this. If you do sell it, you can never visit your old town again. It's basically starting a new save file on New Game Plus in other games. The amount, like I said, is based on how much work went into the town, but it also adds the amount of money in your savings account to the total. So to get the most out of this, I suggest starting up your town once, depositing all your bells, and going on from there. The bells that you get from this can either be taken as one lump sum or in small daily payments that net you 10% interest from Nook. After starting over, you will retain your item catalog unless you choose to sell that too for even more money, and depending on how many items you've collected, the catalog can be worth millions of bells just on its own. No matter what options you go with, all of the unlocked public works projects that regular villagers have requested from you will be unlocked from the start of a new town. For those of you that want to go with this option and just start over completely with the update installed, I want to go through the exact process of how to do this because Nintendo's official sources are incorrect, and it's a really bad thing to be incorrect about, so let me set the record straight. Nintendo's official sources will tell you that you need to play for 20 days and 20 hours, but it's actually 50 days and 50 hours like I said. Some people have restarted their towns at 20 days and 20 hours waiting for the prompt to sell their town, but it never came up and their data was deleted without them ever getting the prompt for it, and they were pretty upset. To know if you have played for that long, the tree in your plaza must look at least this big for you to have the option to do this. If it is any of these sizes, it will not work. If you do not meet the requirements for selling, when you tell Isabelle this is what I want, she will respond, okay, just so you don't do anything you'll regret later, I'm going to confirm this one last time. Are you positively sure you want to delete your town? It can't be undone. If you have met the requirements, Isabelle will instead say, okay, I have one last question for you. Once Palette is deleted, or whatever your town name is, are you interested in becoming the mayor of a new town right away, or were you thinking of taking a break from the village for a while? This text is horrid. Saying you want to take a break will delete the town without giving you anything in return. You have to say, I want a new town. The time spent away from the game after this choice means nothing, so this is really badly written. From here, you're free to get your appraisal without deleting anything. If you get your appraisal and you don't like it, you can turn the game off and you don't have to worry about your data being deleted at all. I wanted to talk about this a little bit earlier because I'm sure some of you started up your towns and weren't really feeling it and just kind of wanted to start over but weren't sure if you were, but just so you know, it is easier than ever to start your town over, so they definitely thought of you. Sorry this took so long, it was just kind of hard to find a spot to slot this in because it's kind of out of the way and, well, we've had kind of packed days up to this point already. But I think today will be our first kind of slow day, so this is why I chose to talk about it here. Now that we got all that done, on with the day with our new fence. love this song. I'm just gonna be quiet while I check my mail so you can listen to it. As you saw, I visited Red's town in another tent. Red's town in another tent? No! Red's tent in another town. They didn't have any artwork that I needed, but I still bought it anyway for trading fodder. Egbert wanted to thank this. I showed your present to a buddy of mine, and now he wants to be your friend too. Egbert is friends with a gold digger. Possibly Cookie. Hopefully not. I like Cookie a lot, and I would hate to have that be a character trait. Egbert gives us a kitty clock. Once again, I trade away a super rare item, and I get a kitty item in its place. The item that we got from Red, of course, was the solemn painting, as we saw in the letter. And I saw that, oddly enough, we had a letter from Cookie as well in there, which I wasn't expecting to get. Old-fashioned Emil. I was just about to head out the door and come and visit you when I thought, hey, why not just write a letter instead? It's so fun, and you seem to be the type who prefers letters. Modern girl, Cookie. If you were really modern, you'd be going for email, but I digress. So that's all that. As we get started on the day, of course, check the TPC. Tropical Shop Initiative. Spend 150 bells with Layla on the Southern Islands. I was about to say there's not multiple islands, but that's where the tours take place. Invest in yourself. Stash at least 5,000 bells in an envelope and send a message to your future self. Kind of weird initiatives going on today, but I guess we'll go take care of them nonetheless. However, I want to stop off in my house real quick. When I said really quick, I meant it. Because we're going to be heading up to the museum now. None of the shops are open, so I wanted to take care of this first, just kind of while it's still early. Because we got some museum contributions to make. Like I said I would be, I was doing a little bit of art trading last night. Small world, the very same Anais from Bedrock that got mentioned by one of our animals the other day stepped forward and had a few paintings that I needed and wanted some fruit in return for them because she didn't really have much variety in her fruit. I threw in some palette perfect peaches in the process for better alliteration, or the pinnacle of alliteration. And the very same Devin from Maryland, he also stepped forward with a statue that I needed, and he wanted one of my spare paintings in return for it. So I did a little bit of trading, gave up some things in return, and we are donating 3 pieces of artwork to the museum today! Already, this is the most lucrative day that we have had for that. Okay, good. I was worried that one of them was a fake there for a second, but no, I trust them to not buy fakes. Good, good, good. No one pulled the wool over my eyes. No one was adult. Good, we are good. Our bulletin board's got a new message on it. You know, Chip, putting Crook and Kitt's names there on that board are just... That's public humiliation. Don't do that stuff. Now the day can truly officially begin. I'll see you once the morning routine is over. Oh! A rather inconvenient spot for a house, but we got a house going up in town. Our first new villager in town since we started back up again. Hopper. I think that's a penguin. It might be a kangaroo. Either way, we'll find out tomorrow. I try to not spoil things. I haven't been scanning amiibo cards for that because I really wanted a random villager to move into our last slot at some point, and from the looks of it, it did, and we didn't even have to lose Molly in the process. At least not yet, we didn't. Speaking of Molly, she wanted to stop and chat on her morning stroll watering the flowers. Cool guy. I made some shrimp tempura today, but I felt like there was something missing. Oh, maybe it just needs to be served with the right drink. I should have said severed with the right drink. Huh, I'd like some lemonade with my tempura, personally. Yeah, I think you're right. Thanks. This was a fruitful conversation, if I do say so myself. I'd like to talk with you a little bit, though. The other day, I met Miss Say from Arnie, and you guys just love talking about my friends. A real bell pincher. Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't I know it? Let me talk to you. Since the town ordinance... Yes, yes, yes. Guys, I wish they'd stop giving you tutorials after the first few days that you've been living in town, because wow. Are you interested in the stock market? I'm thinking about giving it a try. I'll be doing more research into it. Please let me know if you hear any good tips. That does tie into why I chose to play on Sunday, as any veteran will know. Hopefully we'll run into Joan pretty soon. Anytime. Maybe. Doesn't seem like it. While I'm out on my morning stroll, I actually want to shake some trees, and this would be a good time to mention that yes, you can now shake trees without having to put your tool away unless said tool is a shovel or an axe. Very helpful, makes the game a lot more convenient to play, and I think, honestly, this is going to push a lot of people into collecting their fruit and selling it to retail, who otherwise might not have done it because it just felt like too much of a bother, having to put your tool away every time that you would shake a tree. But now, actually seems pretty good. There is something that can come out of a tree that is very, very, very needed by me. I hope I can find it. Something we haven't seen yet, so come on. I was asking for trouble. I was asking for it. I can blame bad luck, but I was asking for it. Oh my gosh. Go! Yeah! Yes! Ain't gonna sting me through my 4 goggles. My 2 pairs of goggles. I mean, maybe I should officially dub this look the quad goggles, or better yet, the quaggles. I got it. Yeah, quaggles. Again? Seriously? Being able to shake trees with tools in your hands makes bees a joke to catch because that can happen. It's kind of a shame. I kind of wish that wasn't the case. I wish that catching bees was hard again, but maybe for those of you that only needed the bees out of everything in your museum, perhaps this is a godsend for you. Kitt wanted to stop and talk to me. Hello, Kitt. Do you know where Krista would happen to be? Would I like to try out what flower is a reflection of my personality? So of all the following flowers, which is your favorite? Well, this is a disappointing quiz. It was a hard choice, but I think I'm gonna go with Daisy. Very interesting. Daisies signify innocence. Okay, inside jokes. You might not understand why that's funny, but I'm sure if you dig hard enough, you can find it. You must be pretty optimistic, Emil. What do you think? I bet you didn't know kind of flowers could tell all that. Oh, Kitt, I would say you are right on the money. Yes, I would. And I want to catch you, please! Rice grasshopper. Crap. We actually do need something off of the ground that's one of these kind of common bugs. It's a bug that I caught many times, but I just never donated it to the museum because I thought I already did. So I'm going to be on the lookout for those as well. Did I just throw those clovers out into the sea? Never seen that happen before. Long locust! That's what I needed! Shoot! It was right at the same spot, too, as I was doubling back to make sure I'd shaken all the trees. I don't need the migratory locust, so take a hike. That's another museum contribution already. Donating that thing before I have a chance to forget again. Don't you start this voyage. I don't like just how impatient you are. Kids these days need to learn some dang patience. Yes, they do. I just said, yes, they do. So you know I'm running out of ideas. That's how singing works, Lassie. For a whole stash of bugs, 276 bells. You are so lucky the town initiative wanted me to play store. I would be very happy not knowing how that sentence was going to end. Thank Lord Officer Booker from above that it's 9 a.m. finally. That song is so divisive for me because I love it, but there's nothing to do while it's playing. I need to sell stuff. Molly wants to talk more, delaying that. I keep having this dream about a koi. I think it might be subconscious telling me I need one, but where would I find such a thing? What? You have one? What a strange coincidence. Then at the risk of sounding awkward, would you be willing to sell me yours? How much? 48. That's over double what it sells for. Yes, that sounds good. Shoot. I didn't need retail to open to free up space. All I needed was Molly. With the shops open at last, you know what time it is. It's time for a piece of paper! He who stubs his toe is he who remembers his feet are there. That's the purpose of toes, you know. Toes exist across hundreds of years of natural selection for the express purpose of finding furniture in the dark. That is the thing that they are the best at doing. Aw, it's a loser. I got a marshmallow chair instead. Oh, well. Upstairs has some mildly interesting things, I suppose. I am looking for a wallpaper, and whatever isn't the spooky wall, I would like to take a look at. The maze... Nope, I wanted to look at it before buying. Well, I guess that's our wall now, because I sure as heck ain't letting that go to waste. The sky wall, I'm pretty sure, is not what I want. Nah, I don't think that really goes all that well. We do have a couple of blue things in there, but I think we're good without. Sending off the letter to myself, my future self to be totally precise. We're gonna give that one. And we should definitely have a time where we write some letters in the near future, because that's always fun, and it's always really funny whenever letters come up at times that you don't expect. We can see that tomorrow. I don't think that's too big. It has to be at least in 3 days then, so never mind. I can't take advantage of the postal service just to get personal gain out of sending a letter to myself that I don't really care much about. While we're here at the post office, I thought I would show off that there is a coupon exchange at the ABD. You can exchange them one Meow coupon per 3,000 bells. Personally, I never do this, and it's just why I haven't done it up to this point. But maybe you've collected all the items that you could ever want with Meow coupons, and you have that. Maybe you just don't have amiibo, and your visitor for the day just doesn't really have anything that you want, and you just would rather have the money. Meow coupons can be converted into bells, unlike medals, unless you count the amount of money you get from selling your treasure chest to a friend, but I personally do not. Since I did not mean to leave the building, I meant to withdraw a bunch of money while I was there, but I got sidetracked talking about why would I ever want to exchange my Meow coupons for money, and now I'm just saying a very long run-on sentence, so I'm going to stick a period at the end of this before it's too late. Welcome! Please select from the following options. I want to withdraw. And let's take out, let's say 500,000 bells. I don't want to take out too much to see Joan today. I kind of sort of like trading in turnips. I will say that when I was explaining turnips for the first time, I feel like I downplayed just their importance a little bit by saying, yeah, they're good, but I personally would prefer to just catch the exotic beetles because I want to fill in my museum and want to do all that, which I guess that is still technically true now. They are the best way of earning money. It's just that I feel like money is plentiful enough from doing other things now that the value of turnip trading is just not as high as it once was. It is still the best way to earn money, but I do kind of feel like 5 million bells holds about the same way to say 1 million bells anymore with how much things cost. Yeah. I want to... 106 bells. It's actually a pretty high price. I don't have that many friends that are back into Animal Crossing right now, so, I'm also not sure if I really want to risk it for that reason. Since the more people you have playing, then the better the turnip trading is going to be, just because there's always going to be that one guy that has a turnip price spike that you go for. I'm going to buy 100 more. Basically, I'm just going to buy turnips for a little while. Our morning routine is totally done now, so this is the main focus of what it is I wanted to do here, just because it's, you know, it's always fun just kind of seeing what the turnip prices fluctuate as. I'm going to go deposit these. I'm going to run back and forth a few times, and we should be done there. And we have mail. Because it's after 9 p.m. and the mail gets delivered at... Whoa! Wow. That's a lot more mail. From... Oh. That person that delivered the paintings sent me a letter. Moving on. We have a campground. Okay, I knew that was coming. The Aquarius urn, and then that's going to be the second item from Sahara. I thought that's a title screen for a moment. I'm sure a lot of people misread it as that. And there's our Inkopolis table. Good. Now we're all caught up on everything that I was expecting. And one thing I was not. Maybe it's because I already have so much and it doesn't feel like the money holds as much value as it once did, but There's everything I bought from Miss of Arc, and it was a lot more tiring than I remember it being. Wispy! Wispy Woods! Wispy Buddy! Wispy... Dispy... I'm out of things that rhyme, and I'm just kind of saying things that don't make any sense. I think you know what amiibo we're going to be scanning today. But the game doesn't. There we go. It's Inkopolis news time. Stay fresh. Ahem. Whoa, do I sound just like Vichy or what? Your wish is my command. Oh, Marie, your wish is my command, is it? No, she's just the secondary waifu. I wouldn't do anything with that. Come out and play. Very well, now to be clear, we are talking about the real Vichy, of course. We hear this exact same text every single day. I do wish Wisp was a little bit less wordy. But unfortunately, that seems to be a wish that is out of his jurisdiction. That is something he cannot grant us as much as I would like for it to be the case. We've done all the town initiatives. I know that today was a little bit more broken up than what we've seen before, where I've just kind of shown off a lot of smaller new things that we're able to do, but, you know, such is the case whenever there's just kind of a slow day in town, not any sort of event. Besides, we had 2 events yesterday, so I think this kind of more than makes up for it. But we'll go and see the campground anyway, and let me guess, I'm gonna get the beans a 3rd time in just the first week. No, he's doing his morning stretches. I haven't seen that yet. Hey there, how can I help you? I want to say hey, Harv. There you go. You forget your name every single day. Just look at this peaceful little place we've carved out in nature here. Watch the birds flitting to and fro. Mind where you're standing, though. That's where nature calls. We've heard all that already. He's just gonna go on stretching. That's a hand washing area, kind of like in a restroom that you would see. It's also kind of funny because this screen kind of has a place in a restroom if you wanted to make a really elaborate one. That's not a bad idea for a interior decorating plan, though. Who is visiting today? I'm not sure. That's kind of patchy clothing, but... Oh, Wendell! Wendell! I'm always happy to see Wendell. His role was so downsized after the first Animal Crossing that I'm always happy to see him. Back then he was known as Wendell the Wallpaper Walrus, and I wish he kept that title. Yeah, it's just you. I thought I was here in my stomach again. I need to find a new hobby, but there's not much you can do while eating at the same time. Just being realistic. At least he's honest with you. With advances in campervan technology, Wendell can finally feel at home while roughing it with a fully stocked fridge and a chef's kitchen, if that's what he calls it. I'm gonna order furniture. He has concrete wall, paintball floor, crayons, pasta, retro fridge, rice balls, roasted dino meat's kind of cool. Scattered paper, sloppy sink, sloppy table, tacos, Wendell's painting. Wendell's painting is interesting. It is a painting of a scene of the train arriving at the beginning of Animal Crossing New Leaf, but it doesn't count as a painting that you can actually donate to the museum. I don't know if I've tried before. Maybe I'll grab it just to kind of see what happens. Again, I do want to save some slots for the main attraction, we'll call it. What am I doing? It's not even visiting the campground at all unless you beep the horn. Ah, we already saw him look like that. I was hoping it'd be more unique. Vichy! I am so sad that I mispronounced the name of your sister. It's actually Cici. I thought Cici was C-I-C-I, and I thought C-E-C-E would naturally be Say, but it makes sense because, you know, she's a sea creature. Vichy and her sister love traveling to different conventions to show off their latest cosplay, now featuring Marie of the Squid Sisters. I've seen many great Squid Sisters cosplayers over the years. Oh, so you live in this town? Well, I hope you like visitors. Splatastic. Splatastic, what Marie always says after Callie says, let's announce the stages. That's really cool. You can indeed make her live here, just like any other amiibo character, but I just want to talk with her a little bit. I assume that she's snooty. When I saw this town on the map, it hit me. I just had to come here. Still not sure why. Yep, she's definitely snooty. Very fitting for Marie. It's only good when Marie does it, though. Our items are basically the same, except we have Marie's dress, Marie's shirt, Marie's shoes, Marie's tights, Marie's wig, and I guess that's really about it. Mainly just clothing item differences. Maybe I will order some of these. The Marie wig looks kind of cool. I'm sure I know at least somebody who would want that doesn't have the figures for it. Not really all that special. It's kind of a shame because in North America, you have to buy the Squid Sisters in a 2-pack. So you would kind of hope that they give you a great variety of items, but it's unfortunately not the case. Though her house is as fitting as it could possibly be for what she is. Nah, not really too amazing. She's even out of her sight. She's just like, oh, I can't let my public see me like this. You know, being scared by a car horn. Can't do that. Even though Marie is, well, she is snooty, but not really that bad. Oh. I can never catch one of these birdies. I wish to stuff you and stick you in the museum and all that other grim stuff that I was saying back when I saw you for the first time in a long time. One last thing that I want to go take care of is that I realized when going around shaking some trees that this part of town is incredibly barren now. Now that it's not being devoured alive, it just kind of looks desecrated. I've decided that I want to start planting trees in this area. At least these won't grow completely out of control, and it'll be a lot more forgiving in that. I don't think I even have a watering can on me, but oh, it'll be fine. It's got stuff on all sides of it. I think it'll be okay. I just kind of figured that even if we can't have Chester's bamboo garden, then we are going to at least do that with it. As for interior decorating, me losing today at the fortune gave me an idea. And no, it is not stubbing my toe. It is because I got the marshmallow chair. Usually what I like to do is put multiple sets of furniture together. Like I did the frozen fish thing a while back where I did the ice set with the fishing tourney furniture, and then I also have the pirate set with the gold. I'm thinking that with this marshmallow chair, this could be a start to a room that uses some of the sweet furniture from Gracie Grace. I know it's a little different than the direction that we were going in, but our minimalist bed matches, perhaps maybe even some of the egg furniture could fit in there. I think maybe we could make a really nice, just kind of food wonderland out of this room. And some of our egg furniture might even get to stay in the process. But maybe I'll put like a table here when I have other stuff for it. I'm gonna switch this music off. I like KK March a lot though, but let's, what's a song that yeah, KK Jazz is great. I like that one a lot. One of my villagers in my very first Animal Crossing town had this song in it, and I've loved it ever since. But I'm getting sidetracked. I think we're done for now. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna lay down in the AM like any nerd on a weekend should. Next time on Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo, we're gonna just see what Monday has in store for us. Perhaps we'll have a special visitor, perhaps we won't, but either way, I want to make a lot of progress toward the museum. There's quite a lot of bugs and fish that are not that hard to get, much like the one that we got today, and I'm gonna try to make a big day out of catching stuff. See you guys then.